With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. They'll start with the option. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Shift. Hey, check that, street.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Motion. 51 the mic, boys. 51.
On second down, here's Burrow. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Packers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense. Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Love, they go play action now. Look down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Tight end's right. Watch three. 4 down. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. 79 Bronco. Get in the weight room. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
First down.
57, Mike 57.
Love from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Love going to give this one to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Love. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Bengals.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. To Mixon on the check down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
3 down. Hey, check. Hey, smash, Bronco. Check 9.
Now Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, It helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Fight 51, Mike 51. Bring it. Bring it.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is going to be Packer football. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Love looking to throw it. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown,
Jay Sternberger, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
makes the score Packers 17, Bengals 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Watch a slant, watch a slant.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Tight down, there you go. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
51's the Mike, 51's the Mike.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Steps, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Big play. Oh, they can't stop it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
58's the Mike. 60 Maverick. Coverage. 58's the Mike, 58. 58's the Mike.
On second down, Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
And we'll see if they can do it here. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way. Go, Rig! Go! Out!
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
The extra point.
So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Tighten up.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out.
56-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators.
And this throw will be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
That's what I do.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 4-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Come 19, come 19.
Hey, here we go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Come to my world.
Now it's Burrow. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Big stop, let's go. 58's the money.
70 ranges, 70 ranges. Keep it up, Riggs.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start to...
Oh, wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers.
Number 6.
A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
37-yard line.
Now they run with Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. On the screen, Bernard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Gain of only a yard. It's
still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They run for it with Mixon, and I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Love flushed out right. Making the catch is Sternberger. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to number 6. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Mixon with it, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers continue to roll. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
And he is going to lose yardage
advantage here. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. They'll run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Check your hot read.
Bronco 80. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Shut up. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Panther 60.
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. But we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Burrow will throw, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Love now to pass on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
On play action. Love to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Rip right. 58.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, Wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The tackle made by Levi Wallace. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Bernard,
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Green Bay.
So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And 4.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Bengals.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.